Alright, so here's a little demo of the bike. Someone asked to see it, so here it is. Here's the full thing. It's not a pretty picture. Never has been, it probably never will be, but starting with the back, I guess, the 9C, missing a screw there, of course. I had to replace the wheel because the other one got too wobbly. And homemade torque arm for going forward, and a regen torque arm, which is a reuse of this is really designed for front, but a little bit of fraying on the motor. Probably fell down once or twice. I do have this thing braced with a disc bracket, I guess you call it, so it's been pretty strong so far. Of course, we got the old fire engine. Okay, where was it? 26-inch tire, Cyclops 26 by 2.4 tires, which have been really cheap, but they've been really great. As long as I can fit them. There's not a whole lot of room. I have to completely deflate them in order to squeeze them through the brake pads. No room for a disc on the back. It would rub against the dropout. I would love to have disc brakes, so I just don't know how to fit it. I got the 7-speed, what do you call it, with 11T cog on the back. Again, some more homemade torque arms back here. Not homemade, but I want to say sort of scrappy, but so far they've done the job. The rear derailleur's disabled. The cable's out, so it just pretty much stays in the bottom gear. If I need to, I can sort of manually change from the front down to the bottom, and I would only do that when I run out of juice, basically. Pretty dirty. Got some. Here's a rear shock. This is the GTI drive. Don't know anything about it really. The bike was on Craigslist for $350, pretty cheap for what it was, considering it had the Marzocchi forks. But anyways, staying back here, I got a beam rack for it. Was gonna get a proper bag and maybe add a second battery and tools and other stuff, but I do use it occasionally. It's a handy place to mount my working flashing light, which is getting useful now. It's getting dark. The seat is a bit of a mess. Actually, this does concern me. I epoxied it on. This whole thing slipped off at one point. Not sure why. This is a previous owner had kind of changed this out or something. Anyway, this brand new controller, it's just taped on with a little bit of tape right there. I guess kind of temporary. And inside, got all the wires and stuff. When it does rain, I close this up much better. But I've noticed that mucking around with it, it can disrupt some of the connections sometime. The hauls, it can be a bit touchy. Inside here, this whole thing is the battery, and the serializing of the discharge leads happens right here with this thing. This is one of the things that's been really problematic for me, getting real hot. So I've had trouble with those. And this is a DB25 connected to each of the packs, each of the 4 10-amp-hour packs, 6 balance leads for the 5 cells. And here is also a little resistor, what do you call it? Pre-charge resistor. So it's a bit of a mess, but I covered this up nicely when it rains hard. Otherwise, I got to get in there. It's not the best design in the world. I've got it all held tight with the bungee. Let's see. Then we go. The nice thing about this, when I was really psyched when I was able to fit the all the lipos in here was I made a loop for this thing, so when I can lock the thing pretty easily just right through here, and feel relatively confident that it's gonna be there when I get back. I just temporarily got this thing snug in the bungees. I'm going up. Got a brand new speed switch with the controller. I haven't plugged that in. Here is a completely, just messy on-off switch, but the light doesn't work. It's just on-off. Magura throttle, which has it's customized a little bit with some resistors in line. E-brake, so that cuts out, and it also is working with the throttle. Here is the case for the GoPro, which is just basically glued on to this mount. This mount is glued on to the neck or stem or whatever you call it. The CA is mounted off of some screw holes on the top of the fork, which is so that I can see it and it stays fixed when I'm riding. Super crappy light. Time to upgrade that this year with winter coming on. Hydraulic brakes, barely functioning rear derailleur, nasty. See, what is that? Derailleur, maybe that's why it's not functioning. This all should have been through the middle, but I guess that's what happens when it goes around the outside. Rear front forks are great. Yes, it's just the fender's mudguard is just gets a minimum of stuff, but it's obviously gotten pretty dirty down in there. But I wear all weather gear when I ride, so front disc brake. That's pretty much it. Yep, that is it. Oh, the old mirror. I'd love to get a new one of these, but it's been okay. I thought about getting one on the helmet. Don't know about that. All right.